EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amari in Hampton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? When they saw it on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Chargers had 7 and 4 on the year, and they've certainly found their
I'm on again.
winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is
right
absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
1st and 10.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
That's right.
I think we got a jump here.
So that's right.
From his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work with the whole arm and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Here's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. So left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. An extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. settled back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And second down.
7-7, our score after one. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Herbert going to change the play here.
48-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Chargers 14, Commanders 10.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
5-9.
Now it's Herbert. Going down the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Remember, this drive started off foul with the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 10. Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up with a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. But has it knocked free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Back to throw here, Herbert. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up second.
Herbert changing things up.
At the Commanders' 41-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now from Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Commanders 18.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And
Come on, bro. That's a pick.
but it's incomplete. Fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down. Off the play fake. Daniels. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Daniels from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now to the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another way through to extend the lead.
35. Commanders 18.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14.
First down, Washington.
18, Rodney, 18, here we go,
Looking to throw. Daniels. Heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
19 strike, 19, ready,
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Daniels going to throw for it. Touchdown! Rondé Gadsden halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
At the 49-yard line.
The play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Herbert. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
And the Commanders' first down.
To throw is Daniels. Rush coming in. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down.
Warriors 70.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
Oronde Gadsden. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score. Chargers 42. Commanders 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 44 yards. Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one out wide and intercepted. Sheds off the tackle. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And going down the number before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Ram. Grenade, go. Grenade, run.
Here's Herbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Crowd right. Ready?
On first down, it's Hampton. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24.
56. Commanders 32.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A run once more with Hampton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by 3 there on 3rd and 1.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Go. Ready? 1 and 3.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7.
Set. 180. 180.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So it's a win here for the L.A. Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency. And I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.